If I've learned anything from TV, it's that our real lives are more fiction than reality, especially when it comes to tragedies. I thought some things were impossible and could only be seen on wide screens, but I guess cartoons ain't the only place where you see people bouncing off concrete, forced to make livings from dirt piles, or villains with evil plans, more like presidents trying to dictate lifestyles. We've all seen horror films where everybody is running to an escape. Most people live in horror films where running used to be an escape. Comedies just ain't funny no more ever since I started catching a twisted truth. I'm witness to those in the midst of the action, praying that next week's episode is scripted differently, and even if the roles aren't switched, maybe just an extra line or two so their voices are heard. They tell you, make your emotions as raw as possible, but never too much, just in case it makes the audience uncomfortable. We need them for their eyes. They dictate where the story goes, so we keep them under our control. See, it's never hard to make a rerun when history lay blueprints at your door. A never-ending series, you would think it would grab more attention the way it cycles after cycle, the way it sequels after sequel, but I guess more times it can be remembered. But I figured out how it's done, how they managed to keep the story alive. All it takes is a switch in narrative, anything to keep you from looking through any other lens. See, they did it with the Holocaust. Wasn't streamed enough because main characters didn't consider it mainstream, but it still leaves you to think, what channel was the rest of the world watching for them to miss such a premiere? One of the greatest action movies ever filmed, more bloodshed than you can ask for. Anybody could get it. 1.5 million kids killed in the making. 1.5 million kids killed in the making. 1.5 billion kids killed in the making. Detailed with every scene. Always made sure to stay focused, so concentration camps kept their heads cool while killing everybody inside. Ain't no plot twist this time. The story was clear from the get-go. And it's crazy how torture works to tease somebody with death, as if life doesn't tease us enough, leaving tear gas for them to suffer all because of their identities. And if you argue that this story is outdated, you must have missed the trailer for the one that's out right now. Filmed in China, we watch as the numbers still rise, with Muslims being stripped from their dignity, told that everything they believe in is wrong and will be cleansed one way or another. Traditions left to go down the drain, forcing pork chops down their throat, clustering them in pig pens, forcing them to abort their kids just to be raped right afterwards. How is this still going on in 2021? Where is the rescue team? Seems like everybody wants to be a hero until it's time to take off the cape. So geeked to play the role, you forgot that this was real life, but you can't look away from the scene for a second, though, or you'll miss how they add more background characters. I bet you ain't even noticed people in the background screaming at the top of their lungs, just wishing that somebody could hear them. How many times will this story have to be repeated? You would think movies like this would die out after everybody has seen them, and I know that you notice what's going on, but you probably won't ever speak up until it comes to a theater near you and it's close enough for you to feel. See, it's the same drill. Play, pause, repeat. Play, pause, repeat. At this point, just turn the whole TV off.